Okay, I see. So we're going to be talking about the Iditarod a little more because tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow we actually will be hearing about it probably on the news. It is the big day. That's when the Iditarod starts. So tomorrow is the big day when this Iditarod actually starts. So I was just going to show you some fun pictures. Mrs. Harrison, I usually put them up on the bulletin board. I don't know if you can see them very well. But here is a picture of somebody, the back of a musher. Here's the front. Just kind of fun to see what it might look like if you were really there. Here's a picture of one of the dogs. Another one. Just kind of get you thinking about it. And this must be the takeoff in Anchorage or Fairbanks, wherever they started that year. Do I have any others? This one's kind of cool. This one's a picture of what it looks like when the dogs sleep at the checkpoints, wherever they're going to rest. They put the hay down for them. And then we have a fun picture here. Notice the goggles on the dogs. So I guess that protects their eyes. I know they wear the booties for their paws so it doesn't tear up their paws, because sometimes if you look at this, this is pretty crazy. This is the ice that they're going on. Sometimes they have to go across ice patches, right? So they're going to need something to protect their paws. So there's the picture of that. And that's about it. Here's somebody winning the Iditarod. That would be fun. So just to get us thinking about Iditarod, it is tomorrow. We are going to pick our favorite musher today. So you're going to have to get, if you're at home, you should have 2 sheets. We're going to pass these out as well. You should have received in your bag a half sheet that looks like this. It says name of the musher you chose. Why did you choose this musher? And what is an interesting fact about your musher? And then you also got a sheet that looks like this. It has the checkpoints and the distance between the checkpoints. It also has on the back the map of what they're going to be, the loop trail that I told you about, the gold trail loop. That's what they're going to be doing this year. We'll mark it with our highlighters as we go next week. So also I want to point out on this, it's kind of small, but it says number, can you stop me? Number of dogs in. That means how many dogs do they still have in the race? Remember they said they start with about 16. You'll notice that that number will go down. It doesn't mean that the dogs died. It doesn't mean anything like that. Sometimes the dog just wears out, and sometimes they just keep their strongest ones for the end. So those 2 sheets we're going to need. Mrs. Harrison's going to actually probably today, let's just start with this. Yeah. We don't really need this till Monday. So even if you're at home, just start with this sheet. Go ahead and, if you're in person, you can write your name on it. I'm going to do an example so you guys know. So you're probably wondering, okay, this is fine, Mrs. Oven, but how do I know who the name of my musher is? Well, here's what we're going to do. You are going to go to the Iditarod website that I mentioned earlier. It is on your Google Classroom under today's assignment for March 1st through the 5th for all block. Today is Friday. So it should say Friday down at the bottom, 12:45 p.m. Iditarod all block. And you will see that there is the website. It's the black and orange picture, and you can literally just type in Iditarod, www.iditarod.com, and get to it. It's a real easy website to get to. You could bookmark it because we will use it all next week to track our mushers. So we don't want to subscribe. I'm just going to X out of that, or you can do no thanks. When you get to the Iditarod website, at the top is kind of like their menu, right? We have all these choices. You'll go to mushers. It's the fourth one from the left, and it says musher profiles. You're going to click on that, and I'm going to give you some time to explore and choose your musher. When you are looking through this website and these mushers profiles, be thinking about why you want that musher, why you want that musher to win, and why you want to follow that musher. What was interesting about your musher? And so I am going to, it's hard. I mean, what makes you choose somebody, right? Now, see, I kind of am liking Brenda Mackey because she's got a picture of her puppy. And that just, oh, so does Christopher Parker. Oh, so does Jeremy Traska. So I might not, oh, some of them have withdrawn already. Don't pick anyone down here at the bottom because they're not in the race. They've already withdrawn. That means they signed up and then something must have happened and they can't do it. So I'm just going to go back because she was the first one I noticed with the puppy. And I'm just going to look at her. Doesn't mean I'm going to choose her right away. I'm going to see what I can find out about her. So she is from Alaska. Here's her biography. Who's Brenda Mackey? This has become a funny tagline thanks to someone asking the question on a recent Iditarod forum after reading my name on the sign-up list. I came from a family of mushing Mackeys. I'm a third-generation Mackey musher and the first woman in the family to pursue the mushing lifestyle and embark upon running the Iditarod. I currently own and operate Mackey's Alaskan Distance Dogs, a competitive racing kennel with my husband and kennel partner, Will Rhodes. So she goes on to talk about how when she began running and racing dogs, she had one dog. She started at the age of 3. Oh, one dog was 3. His name was Fritz. Fritz was on my dad's winning Iditarod team as a 2-year-old, but due to blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I would read.
And Mrs. Aubin, for some reason, we're not seeing the same screen you are. I'm still seeing your dock camera.
Okay.
So
let's see if I stop sharing.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's good to know. That's helpful. Sometimes I think when I click on dock camera to share and then it doesn't, it won't let you leave. Thank you. So let me go back and show you guys. This is what I was talking about at the top where it says mushers, musher profile. So you go to mushers up here. Here's the pictures of all the mushers. And I was mentioning earlier, don't choose the withdrawn mushers. You want to pick from the mushers that are here. So I would go back. I read a little bit about Brenda Mackey. I think it's interesting that she's a third-generation musher, but I kind of want to look at some other ones. Josh has a nice smile. I mean, literally, I don't know these people, right? Unless I recognized a name, maybe from when I was in Alaska, maybe somebody's dog kennel I went to, then maybe I'd check them out. So here's Joshua McNeil. He's bib number 30. That's not his age. But he doesn't have anything on a biography. But he does have a website, view full career in the archives. I don't really want to do that, so I don't know that I'll pick Josh. I'm going to hit the arrow back key. And Wade looks nice. I think I'll check out Wade just because he looks friendly. Let's see what he's got. He's 29. He was born and raised in the Nick area outside of Wasilla, Alaska. I have been behind a dog team since I was born. The biggest influences for his mushing were his late uncle and the Reddingtons. Wade says I was a quiet kid learning the ropes of mushing, not asking many questions, just listening to words of advice from the many mushers visiting the Reddington home. And I don't know how you pronounce it, Knick or Nick. Having now served on the Iditarod's board of directors and as the IOFC president, I look forward to continuing being an advocate for the mushing lifestyle and the future of this sport. And so he sounds interesting. He likes adventure. He likes to fish, hunt, build, spend time with his wife. I might check one more out. Victoria Hardwick. Let's see. She reminds me of somebody I used to teach with. That's why I chose to look at her. I moved to Alaska 7 years ago and found an opportunity mushing with Myron Angstman. Having a chance to bond with the dogs and listen to Myron's stories inspired me to decide to run the Iditarod. After my rookie race in 2019, I fell in love with the adventures and challenges my dogs and I experienced on the trail and were excited to race again. So she's done this before. I think they're all interesting, but I'm going to go with my first choice because she's got a lot of experience, actually. And she's third generation. I think she might have a chance of winning. So I'm going to go with Brenda Mackey. And I want to make sure I know why I'm choosing her. I think I just said it out loud. She has a lot of experience. I think she also wrote a lot in her biography. So I feel like I got to know more about her. And true. She's passionate about the dogs because she's actually owns a competitive racing kennel. So I think I'm going to I'll go back to my document camera and I'm going to write her name here. I already forgot it, Brenda Mackey. So you're going to maybe keep that open while you're writing your information for spelling. Why did I choose this musher? I chose her because she has a passion for dog racing and owns her own kennel. I think that's cool. And I found it what is an interesting fact about your musher? She is a third generation musher. That means that she's the third person in her family to do this. All right, so it's pretty simple and forward, not much you have to do. You're going to get on the Iditarod website. You're going to explore the musher profiles. Just wait 1 minute. Then you're going to fill out your half sheet so that you know who you're going to be following and why. And then on Monday, we'll have to see where our mushers are after starting Saturday. They'll have Saturday and Sunday to race. Questions for me, Ellie?
That's okay.
That's fine. I'm not worried about that. I wouldn't like say, hey, let's both do this. Just, I want you to choose who you want. Her question was, what if somebody else chooses the same musher? That's okay. We're not worried about that. As long as it's the person you want to follow. Any other questions? Okay, we're going to stay on with you so that if you have a question, and I just want to remind you, friends at home, if you would not just raise your hand, would you just unmute and say, Mrs. Aubin? Because sometimes I don't see you. That would be great. Yes. So if you just, it's on Google Classroom, but friends at home, it might just be easier to type in that. Super simple. WW. Iditarod, that'd be great. Iditarod. Somebody's been already on it.
I don't like your O.
Oh, not that A. Iditarod.
But I don't like your keyboard.
Oh, my O. I thought you meant this O.
I don't have a problem with that O.
Iditarod. Yeah, that's keyboard.
I think
Ability.
assignments go down.
I'm glad that you could get here because I don't know what that looks like. Okay.
Yep, let's stick to the Iditarod.com. That's the safe one.
Make sure you click musher profile. Like you're on it. That was quick. There you go. Hey guys, you might want to bookmark it.
Yeah, so whenever I look it up, it's
That, and then if you go mushers, go to the profile. Don't just pick the first person you see. Yeah, you know, some of you are already writing. You didn't have enough chance to look at some different people. The idea is to be able to see a couple different people and then choose one. Don't just choose the very first thing you see. It's not a race to see which musher to pick. It's you want to get the best one. But who you think is the best one? Then don't pick that first one. So why don't you look at another one? Right? That's what we don't know until we read about them. Don't judge a book by its picture, right?
I know. What you click on first.
So that's what tomorrow's gonna happen. So this is the countdown till we start tomorrow. Yeah, pretty cool. Hey, Cooper came up with a good idea. If you want to know if the musher's a rookie or a veteran, I'm just gonna share with my friends that if you want to know if your musher's a rookie or veteran, you have to go back to the top where it says mushers and click on mushers, not profiles. And at the side, it'll say status. And you might even start there if you guys want. That way you're not looking at a picture. Maybe you'll choose who you want to look at just based on where they live. And whether they're a veteran means they've done the race before. Remember, rookie means it's their first time doing the Iditarod race. So there's not a ton of rookies. A lot of these people have done it before. And then if you want to look at them from that, you can just click on their name and the same thing will pop up. Little clear button. My mic, your oh. Yeah, that's good for you. You gotta take care of it. Yeah, a lot of you are saying it's hard to choose. Just pick one. That doesn't mean that you can't check on the others, but we're gonna only record for one. You'll still hear me win. Scratch out.
Excuse me?
Oh, you're kidding. That's so cool. Really? That's amazing, Jen. Wow, can I share that?
I've been dog sledding before too.
All right, have a seat, honey. I just have to share something really interesting. Finn's dad grew up in Alaska, and he has done a Yukon old dog race. Not done the Iditarod, but he's done parts of it. So that's very interesting to have that connection. And I know Bird has dog sledded before. So this will be a fun activity for you guys.
Two people that are trending, I'm gonna pick one of them, and they have like the exact same profile
Mrs. Aubin,
in the race last year.
Oh, cool. Yes.
I need a request. I need edit access for like the thing.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Iditarod, the other thing.
I can't hear. Guys, I can't hear my remote friends. I have no idea what he's saying. Can you say it again, Jensen? I couldn't hear you.
I need edit access for the
Oh, no,
for
we're not.
the-
I gave you the paper. You're not doing it on the Google slide. That paper was in your bag. That was just to show you what we're doing, but we're not doing it online. We're doing it on paper.
Miss Aubin,
Yes, Ben?
I'm done with my choosing my guide.
Hey, guys, I cannot hear. I'm so sorry. I know I really
paper.
don't mind you talking, but Ben is so quiet. Ben, you got to repeat it and you got to get close. I can't hear you.
I finished choosing my mushroom and I also did my paper.
Oh, you want to hold it up for me?
Sure.
I hate not being able to hear. Oh, it looks so good, Ben. Who did you choose?
I chose I chose
Very cool. Okay, so guys, if you have not chosen your musher by now, you should. We have just a few more minutes to write in who we chose, why we chose that musher, and what is an interesting fact about your musher. So I'm going to give you just about 3 more minutes, and then we're going to go to OG and all block. So go ahead and fill in your sheet, and we'll get ready to move on. Give you about 3 more minutes.
Time to pick. If you haven't picked yet, pick now.
Miss Aubin.
Yes?
I finished my paper.
Oh, you want to hold it up and tell us who you chose?
I chose Aaron Peck.
Is that a boy or girl?
Boy.
Why did you choose him?
Because he's done this in 1992.
1992. I wonder if any of the people who are veterans have ever won it before. Don't you guys wonder that?
Maybe one might have.
Yeah, Logan, that's your job. See if any of the contestants this year that are in the Iditarod have won the Iditarod before.
Okay.
Like Dallas CV. I know Mrs. Harrison in the past, we always had a CV in the race, but like this year, I don't recognize the names. I feel like we got all different ones. Yeah, there's no CVs this year. Is there a CV? If there were a CV, oh, there is Dallas CV. Did anyone choose Dallas CV? No. Oh, he's won before. Let's see. Or maybe it was his dad that ran. He ran the junior Iditarod 4 times. He became the youngest musher in history. He's a wrestler, spent a year training at the U.S. Olympic Training Center. He won the Yukon West. And then he became the youngest, he became the youngest Iditarod champion in its history. He is one of the 4 mushers ever to hold a championship in both the Yukon Quest. So Dallas CV would be a good one.
I'm gonna put them in there. I'm gonna keep these in there.
I'm all done.
Okay, guys.
Are you going outside today?
Yeah.
It's really
Oh, is it? I would like to because we have to sit for so long and listen.
Okay, I'm just wondering how much puddle is, how wet my kids are gonna be when we come down here. 'Cause I'm over here today, right?
Yeah, well, I'm in the same boat. I'd like to try.
Just saying, such a puddle right there.
Yeah, I know.
I just needed to know.
All right, guys, you can stay on with me if you do all black. If you will please hold on to this sheet. I will have to show you guys. I just want to make sure before I let you go to OG. When you go, can I show my remote friends? Because on Monday morning, this is an independent activity and my in-person friends listen as well. If you go to Race Center, it'll say standings. And there's no standings available at this time because they haven't started the race, right? But on Monday, actually tomorrow and Sunday, there will be. So Monday morning, my remote learners, one of your assignments is to track your musher. So you will go to Race Center, go to standings, and click on it, and it will tell you who is where. And maybe Mrs. Harrison will let me show you that real quick at the beginning of EL. But then you'll take your map, and kids here, we'll do this with you. You'll quickly look at your map and see where your musher is. I swear I clicked on that. That's not going to let me. Okay. This is your map. You'll just check off if you'll put a check mark next to the checkpoint if your musher has gotten to that spot. Like if your musher is at Squintna by Monday, you'll put a check mark by there. If your musher already made it to Finger Lake, you'll put a check mark next to it. And then you'll see how many dogs they have and you'll write the number. They'll probably have 16 or 15 or 16, and you'll write that there. That's what your assignment is Monday morning at 8:30, okay? And if you have questions, you can ask me during EL, and Mrs. Harrison and I can answer those for you. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. And I'm gonna go to my room for all block. The rest of you will stay, will get off. That's just Astria and Charlie. And I'm gonna stop recording. Can I stop on this or?
Oh, no.
Are you sure?
I don't know, but I.
Oh, I can stop. Yep.